Hi.
Hi.
Welcome, Susanna.
Hi, I'm John.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you as well.
So what brings you here today?
Well, I'm just feeling really nervous because I'm going into my senior year of college and I kind of have no idea what I'm going to do afterwards. So I'm a biology major with a specialization in cell molecular and genetics, and then I'm an anthropology minor, which I really love the anthropology, but like it's kind of a dead-end field in a way unless you want to do research or teach, and I am not sold on teaching at all. And so with bio, I went in pre-med, and then I wanted to go straight through, like go right from undergrad into med school, into my residency, like get all that done, one fell swoop, that'd be the end of it. But to like continue right on, I would have had to apply last February, and I didn't.
Okay.
So right now I kind of like have a couple options, but I don't know which one I want to take, or if I just want to go rogue and like do something else. So I could take the gap year and apply this February, and then start med school the fall of 2018. Or I could do a PA program, which is physician assistant, and to do that I have to do 1,000 hours of like observation and shadowing before like I think December or February, which is coming up really quick. And then on campus, I'm a student athlete, I'm a full-time student, and I have 2 jobs. So I'm really struggling to see where I would fit the 1,000 hours in. And then I could like I've been toying with this idea, and right now I'm in an animal behavior class, so I really have been toying with it. But I love the idea of animal conservation, especially with primates. I think like after studying anthropology, that link between primates and humans is huge. And I think that if any species of primates like dies out, that's just such a shame for our evolutionary history and like finding that link and finding our past and like how we became what we are today. So I like am torn between that and like staying med.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have definitely options, which is good. You definitely have a lot of options, and it seems like you've thought about it a lot. So that's good. But you're just still feeling anxious about it, and you're not quite sure which direction you want to take still.
Yeah. Especially because like money's a big thing for me. So med school is obviously going to cost a lot because that's 8 more years of education.
Right.
And then PA is probably just a 2-year program. But again, that's still 2 more years. And then conservation, there's not like a ton of money there either, until you like really find a great organization and can climb in the ranks.
Right.
So starting entry level, it's going to be really tough.
Okay. So you're feeling anxious about not only the fact that you don't know exactly what you're doing, but also the fact that you don't have the financial necessities as well to go from there.
Absolutely.
So you talked about this gap year.
Mm-hmm.
What could you do in this gap year?
Really anything, but it's ultimately like something to set me above everyone else is the goal. So like I've thought about the Peace Corps, and I've actually been recommended by people who like I'm like really, or I have someone that gives like me a scholarship each year, and he's an oncologist, which is what I've always wanted to do. And he like was like, you know what? Why don't you try the Peace Corps? That's a 2-year commitment, and again, like you have to fund yourself through it, which I think would be like a great experience, especially from an anthropological standpoint. Like that's huge. Like you get really submersed into another culture and like get to see how they live, kind of like participate with it. Like that'd be unreal. And my anthropology teacher that I had this summer, actually, I talked to her about it, and she said she did the Peace Corps, and that's what sold her on anthro. And like she later became a teacher and went back to where she did her Peace Corps to do field research, and like so it was cool like talking about that.
Yeah, that's really interesting too, because I could tell that you got excited about that.
Yeah.
So that ties in what you like about anthropology, even though you said you didn't want to make a career out of that. It ties in anthropology, which you have a really big interest in, as well as prepares you for medical school if that's still what you want to do.
Yeah, because you can do like a medical track in the Peace Corps.
Okay.
So that's really cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
So now, would you want to go all the way to med school still? Because you talked about PA too. Do you have your heart set definitely on med school? Is it only the financial aspect and the fact that you missed the first deadline? Is that the only thing that's holding you back there?
I mean, the deadline really isn't affecting me at all. I think it was kind of a blessing in disguise. I know I really didn't want to take the gap year, but I think I needed it.
Good.
And
so that worked out.
I think this year will like get me to where I need to be last year. Because I know, like, a lot of my friends who applied ended up not, or that wanted to apply didn't. I think 3 people that I know of that were juniors applied for med school. Out of my class of, like, 700, that's pretty huge. Of bio majors. Like, that's big. So, I don't know. I think it worked out. But I'm sorry, what was your question?
I was just wondering if you had your heart set on med school, or would you be okay doing the physician's assistant track?
Yeah, I think part of my problem is my heart's not set on anything. Okay. So, like, I would love to be a full-on physician, and that's, like, been my goal since I was, like, really young. But, like, the more I think about it, like, that postpones my life, too, which is huge for me. Because, like, I like where I am right now and who I'm with, and I think starting a family is big in the future. But 8 years in the future is longer than I think I had planned for. So that'd be, like, tough to really hold everything off until I'm done with, like, med school and everything. The PA is 2 years, so you kind of get out. But, yeah, I don't know. To say I have my heart set on anything, I don't think that's true. But, I don't know. Like, a full-on oncologist would be really cool. But you can also do that through physician's assistant. Right. So I still kind of get what I wanted, but not to, like, the full degree that I wanted. Like, so literally degree.
Basically what I'm getting here is that you have pros and cons to each thing. So it's just going to come down to what's most beneficial to you in the now, as well as in the future. And like you were talking about the Peace Corps, that's another thing that takes 2 years. The PA program takes 2 years. That takes 2 years. But for the PA program, would you do that right out of college or no?
If I apply this, like, winter, spring, yes, I'd go right into it.
You could start in the fall of 2017.
Yeah. Wow. So that'd be nice.
Yeah.
But I really do think Peace Corps would be cool. But again, money, like, that's huge for that.
Right.
So.
Well, I think, like I said, I think it's really good that you do have your options laid out. Like, you know, you have 3 solid options. And that's really good. That sets you on the right track because you have different things that you can choose from. As far as, like, the deadlines for the applications goes and everything, you'll have to know what you'd rather do by this winter.
Yeah.
Right? So, but I think it will be beneficial to keep talking to people. And you mentioned that you talked to your anthropology teacher, and she encouraged the Peace Corps.
Yeah, because like she said, it was the best thing she's done in her life.
And I think, like, talking to people like her, as well as the oncologist who gives you your scholarship, I think that's another thing that would be really beneficial. Or if you keep talking to somebody like me and coming in here and just getting more regular sessions as you keep going, I think that'd be really helpful.
Yeah. No, I definitely see the benefit in it. It's just, a lot of times I feel like I don't get advice. I kind of get encouragement. But what I need is someone to be like, do this.
Right.
But to do that, like, it has to be someone who I think has been in the same position, which is, like, it's a pretty unique one. So I don't know if I'll ever find that.
Well, I think that people have been in a position, whether knowing what or not, like, what path to go down. I mean, I know when I was in college, I had the same problems with that, like, deciding what career path I actually wanted. But in the end, it comes down to what you want to do, what makes you most happy, what's going to benefit you, as I said before, in the future. So I think you just need to keep, like, exploring your options and everything like we have been doing.
Yeah, no, for sure. So, yeah, and then, I don't know, I feel like I've talked a lot about, like, the medicine, but, again, you can also do, like, the animal conservation. And my mom she, like, is a big proponent of the Disney College program because you can do animal internships. And that is, like, it has several phases, too. So you can start with one and do, like, the college program, which is, like, really low level. Like, you really aren't going to get that much contact. But then you can do a professional internship and you start interacting with the animals. And it's a lot of, like, endocrinology and stuff. And, like, I don't know. I feel like having the bio degree equips me for that. But then again, I'm not going to have experience with animals until I find a way to get it, which, like, that would be a great way to do it. And then from there, who knows where I'd go, but that's definitely something, so.
Right, again, and you can talk to people who have previously done the Disney College program. I know that's a huge worldwide thing. And maybe what would be most beneficial is keep exploring your options. Maybe start doing the hours that you need for a physician's assistant.
Oh, absolutely.
And see if that's the path you want to go down. Or talk to more people who have done the Peace Corps and see if that's what you want to go down. Or, like I said, talk to people in the Disney College program and see if that would, because I feel like experience is going to lead you in the right direction. It will help lead you in the right direction of like.
Yeah, for sure. Me too.
Well.
Yeah.
So that's all for today, I guess.
Cool. But yeah, no, this was really helpful.
Yeah, like I said, I think you definitely should keep coming back and keep talking about it.
Awesome.